Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how you can connect Databricks to our MCP server. I'm going to be using our Databricks partner instance for this demo. This is at .11, so this feature is available in .11 or beyond. Obviously, your AtScale instance needs to be available to the internet to be able to, or open ports to be able to make this work with Databricks or any other external chatbot. Okay, so let's go to Databricks here. So this is a brand new feature, just released. If you go to Marketplace and view MCP listings, we now have an AtScale MCP tile. You can just click that and click install. And what I'm going to show you here is that this is for the bearer token. So this is not the way we want customers to use it, because with the bearer token, it won't be using your, we want to use OAuth so that you can be passing your own credentials through so people can run queries as themselves. This is where we do have OAuth and configured OAuth, but we're waiting for Databricks to allow the auth and token endpoints to be editable, because they need to be editable because every single customer is going to have their own AtScale instance where our MCP server is going to be running in their Kubernetes containers as a container. So let's just do this for now. I'm going to show you AtScale MCP Server Bearer demo. That's what I'm going to call it. What are you going to use here for your endpoint? You're going to use your AtScale endpoint, like so. Get rid of that extra slash. You're going to leave the base path to be MCP. That's correct. And now you're going to enter your bearer token. So where do you get that? Go to Design Center and copy your API token there and paste it and check the box and install. And now you have this as an external MCP server. So then how do you use it? You can go into Playground. This is how you test it, is in Playground. This is all beta features. You can see I have Playground and Agents beta. That's called Agent Bricks. You're going to go here. You can see that you can choose different LLMs that you could choose. It defaults to Sonnet 4.5, which is the same LLM as Claude uses. So that's why I like to leave it there. You're going to click Add, and you're going to add a tool. You're going to go to Add Tool. You're going to go MCP Servers, and you're going to see there's my bearer token demo, and you're going to say Save. Now all you're going to need to do is to test it, is to say, show me the AtScale models I can query. And if everything works right, you're going to see it show you the JSON that it's listing the models. So it's called the Listing Models tools. This is how Playground works. You can see there it is. It shows you all the gory details. So people can create, as an alternative to Databricks Genie, you can go into Agent Bricks, and you can create a multi-agent supervisor, so MAS. So you click Build there, and you can see that you can then add in your external MCP server. And there it is. There's our bearer server we just added to the tile in the marketplace. So then you can go ahead and create your agent, and it's going to give you a little chatbot interface, and what you can run queries and using Sonnet 4.5. And it's going to be just like Databricks Genie, except it's going to be more accurate because it's going to be talking straight to the AtScale server through our MCP interface. Okay, so how do I create a custom one? So if I don't want to use the tile, which right now is a bearer token, I can go ahead and create an OAuth token myself using the catalog interface. So I'm going to do that. I'm clicking on catalog. I'm going to go external data. I'm going to go connections, and I'm going to create a new connection. So this is really what that tile does under the surface, except now I have more freedom here. So I'm going to go AtScale MCP server. I'm going to name this OAuth demo. So now I'm going to be using OAuth. The connection type is going to be HTTP. And the auth type is going to be OAuth user to machine per user. It's a mouthful, but choose that first one. So now for the host and the domain, this is the same. It's going to look familiar, a lot of this. You're going to click that, get rid of that extra slash. Now your client secret and client ID, it's sort of reversed. But this should be AtScale MCP. To get the secret, you're going to go back to Design Center and load up Keycloak here and go to Clients. There's your AtScale MCP client. Click on Credentials, do not regenerate. Click Copy, and then paste your client secret in there. Okay, that's the first part. What about this authorization endpoint? This is important. Well, you got to go back to Keycloak again, and you got to go to Realm Settings. You got to scroll down in Realm Settings, and you see this endpoints here. You click on the OpenID endpoint configuration, which is going to open a new browser window. Click on that pretty print so you can read it better. And then you could see here, there's the authorization endpoint. You're going to copy that, which is inside the quotes. And you're going to paste that into the authorization endpoint piece. You don't need to set the OAuth scope. I'm going to leave that blank. Okay, so now it's asking for the token endpoint. So you're going to go back here, and just like I did for the OAuth endpoint, I'm going to take the token endpoint here and copy that and paste it here. Now make sure to add the MCP for the base path. I always often forget that. You need to add that here since you're creating it manually. And check that is MCP connection checkbox. And then here you have this, you just leave it default for header and body and say create connection. So it's going to say you created the connection successfully. Great. There's something else you need to do. You need to log in with this method. So click on the login, and you're going to see that it just actually logged me in. It communicated with Keycloak. Now I'm already logged in as Dave in Design Center, which is why I didn't have to pop new credentials or pop the Keycloak login, because it's already logged in. You can see now it says revoke credentials. This means everything worked right and I'm connected right. So now if I go into Playground again and I go ahead and I add the tool and I do the same thing here that I did with the tile, you can see there's my OAuth demo. I'll save that, and I can say show me the AtScale models I can query, and this should magically work just like it did with the tile, except this time I'm going to be running as Dave, and there it is.